Say, oh, we have a long weekend. And we're back. It's the 12th of July, 2022. It's a Tuesday. Welcome to the show. It's Healthy Morning Live on Hstv. We're also live on YouTube, Hstv GH Live. And we are happy to have you back with us from now to approximately 9:30. My name is William Diego Parker Bain, and I'm not doing this alone. I have my able to be wife joining me, Mrs. Stephanie Ejojana Mayana. Healthy morning. Good morning.
Please.
You're looking greenish today.
You're on your own. My body's here, my spirit is on my bed.
Your what?
My body's here, my spirit's on my bed, so you're on your own today.
Your spirit is somewhere. Please call it back. See, I'm
looking greenish, eh? I love what I'm wearing though.
Yeah, you should.
I do.
It looks
it's
different.
It's from Vida, Auntie Vida.
Yeah.
She called and said she wanted to give me a dress, and then lo and behold, she did. So I love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. It fits pretty well too.
Yeah. I mean, when she gave me, I met her over the weekend. I think last Saturday she gave to me, and then I was thinking maybe I would have to wear for her to see. But she was really confident in the outfit that once I take it home, it's going to fit perfectly well. And I mean, it did. Yeah.
I see. She gave you some wings.
Yeah.
Not
No
bad.
horns today, wings today.
Yeah. You can fly.
I can fly.
I believe I can fly. You know, yeah, I get my fleek.
But how are you? How are you? How's the long
I'm okay.
weekend?
I'm doing good, by grace. Okay. I'm just worried about what is happening generally around the world with respect to what's happening in Sri Lanka, what's happening to Nigeria. It's beginning to tell on the kind of leadership we have across board, not just Africa. So somebody becomes a prime minister and is not able to handle the economy properly, and people decide to wage a demonstration against a person and went into his house. And people were bathing in his swimming pool, some were taking a shower in his jacuzzi. I mean, just chilling. I'm sure somebody even got a girlfriend or a boyfriend from that.
Are you serious?
I won't be shocked. Charlie, people were just having their fun because they've deposed somebody who didn't handle the economy properly. And what's his name? The Imani Africa boss, CEO, Franklin Kujo, is telling people around the world that they should take a cue from what is happening in Sri Lanka. It once happened in Egypt. It happened in our neighboring, our own brother, Gaddafi. The insurgents. When people are so tired of what is happening, this is what happens.
Ghana.
You claim to be a listening government, and I say, this is what will happen. Anyways, our brothers and sisters in Nigeria also have their fair share when the jihadists broke the jail and about 400 people ran away. I hear some of them decided to give, some of them decided to give themselves back to the government without running away. Others say, oh, freedom.
Freedom.
You're sitting Shatawale song, freedom.
So that's scary. Actually, I find it scary. And I don't know what they're going to come back with again. I really have no idea.
Some of them could be very armed and dangerous, and now we are having to protect our borders because there might be a potential of some of them trickling in here or any other neighboring African countries just to be safe. It
looks like they're going to be extra invisible so that they are not caught. That kind of thing.
That's another thing. I don't know. So these are the issues that is emanating. It's 3 days to the elections here for the New Patriotic Party national elections, and we're told it's going to happen at the Accra Sports Stadium on the 15th, 16th, and 17th of this month. So we're told that they have about 24 hours ultimatum to the 15th. So by Thursday morning, everybody should cease. And I'm happy to hear that they've been also told, all the electorates, executives, everybody else who's aspiring to desist from posting stickers of themselves and artworks and all those things around. I think it helps a lot. It keeps the city clean. So
because after election, they don't even take them off.
Exactly. That's my issue. Because the same people who give people money to go and do that, they won't give the people money again to go and take them off. They'll leave it there like that. It becomes very dirty when you walk around. So that is a conversation plus many more. Over the weekend also there were some issues about food shortages in most of the senior high schools, resulting in they having to carry food to their mothers or parents or guardians carrying food to their kids, sugar, all those things. Yet we have a very competent agri minister who has been given 2.4 billion Ghana cedis from 2021 to 2020 to 2021, and even 2022 has been given 278 million Ghana cedis. He says nobody should call him incompetent. Yes, this is the Ghana we have. Agriculture Minister, Mr. Akoto, good morning to you. And now, Executive Director of, I think, Education Web is saying that we shouldn't really blame the Education Minister, but everything should be channeled to the Finance Minister because he's the one supposed to release funds, and he's not releasing the funds. Remember when the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Kingsford Backburn, visited the Buffer company, and the CEO was like, "Oh, we have everything here in Ghana. We have food. We have everything. The only thing we import now has to do with the foods, like the canned items, even the canned crampo. The tomatoes are made here. We have a factory here. He couldn't even name the factory that they are getting the food from. He couldn't even name it. We have food. We have food. We have food.
Well,
and our younger brothers and sisters are struggling.
Yeah, the senior high school teachers are giving them today as a deadline. If nothing is done about the food crisis, then
I saw a story from Hstv online that the issue has been resolved somehow. So they've been able to manage the whole issue by sending food to most of the device.
Just yesterday evening there was food crisis. So at dawn, and they managed.
I'll be happy to have conversations from some tutors and lecturers, or tutors actually,
even parents,
or from schools,
even
and parents. Yes, if you're watching
parents.
us, especially from Kumasi, I hear most of the issues. Most of the schools in Kumasi are also battling with that. So if you are watching us, we know we have a lot of people watching from Kumasi. Let us know. Send messages to us on our WhatsApp line. Let us know whether you've cited or your students or wards have alerted you that they've brought some food to support them. Let us know, because you are being told that they've been able to resolve the issue. Have they resolved the issue or not? Let us know.
It's like free SHS, and the burden is going back to parents. And the whole thing is that, school visit, but it looks like our parents are even spending more than those of us who went to SHS that they used to pay. Parents are concerned, students are, even common floor members like me. I'm not a parent, I'm not a student, but I'm concerned because I have fellow siblings in senior high schools. They call every now and then it's all about send me money, send me money, send me money.
A very intriguing part of the story that I also gathered was that at a point they had to do better. So let's say your school, that's Okapaman, or which school was it? Ofori school, and it's close to, let's say let's say Fansperm.
Okay.
We are close together, and then maybe I have sugar and you don't have sugar, but you two have maize that I need maize, so you come and give me maize, I give you sugar. And that's how butter trade was happening in some of the schools, just to survive. And we got to a point, you have but I don't have, so I can't come and give and take.
Of course,
and that is how dire the situation was.
You can't trade butter empty-handed.
That's how dire the situation became. And till date, we are being told that they've tried to resolve the issue. But we want to know from wards, those who are, after all, the teacher unions are still on strike, by the way.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to meet government today. Government
exactly. So
them to, end the strike and everything. But like you said, one woman was actually, spilling up some words that should they ever go behind those and take some fat envelopes in their head.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. I mean, the education. I don't know how Dr. Duchum is sleeping nowadays, honestly. And
there's tension in education.
Exactly. Teachers are on strikes. There's no food. And kids are supposed to write their exams in the next, I think, 2 months or so, and it's like everything is in disarray.
Students are supposed to write exams in 2 weeks. For third year students, they are preparing for their, almighty exams, and then I think first years are home.
Yeah.
First years are some schools. First years are those operating on the double track system. First years are home. So
his deputy also, I think, is it Reverend Fojo, the one who went to sit in some schools to be purported to be eating the free senior school feeding food some with the students. The two of you, I don't know how you are managing to sleep nowadays, but your sector, your ministry is in turmoil as I speak.
Oh yeah.
I wish you all the best. He's a Reverend Minister, so you should be praying by now and hoping that hopefully things will get better. But this is not funny. This is not the funny thing at all, because see, Maslow's law, we all know. Maslow's law, it said you have to satisfy the basic needs before the psychological needs. The basic needs include food, clothing, and shelter. And if our brothers and sisters in school are not fed, how do you expect them to learn? So the psychological needs happens to do with the schooling and learning and all that, acquisition of knowledge. So if you don't have food in your tummy, I just don't know about you. You're trying to cry for her now for her because you're thinking about your tummy.
It's just funny that here in Ghana, when we, put industries or sectors or, administrations into people's hands and then there is a problem, they do not want us to voice out by blaming them or even telling them that there is a problem. Like the way we are saying that. And Watch, what's his name? I think Executive Director of African Education Watch. He's saying that we shouldn't blame the education minister because there's tension there. We should rather blame finance minister for releasing funds. It's your sector.
The blames.
You get it, playing blame games everywhere, but it is your sector, as honorable is your sector. So when there is a problem, you can't tell us who should we go and blame.
Meanwhile, there's only 1 week.
You are Minister for Education. What's I was to say? How can there's a problem in the education sector? You are telling me to go and blame finance minister for what?
It's 1 week the IMF people came here. It's exactly 1 week we were told that you'll be here to negotiate and then have a conversation with us to give us some stability somehow, some monies to help us stabilize the economy. So I'm sure by tomorrow we should be hearing some snippet of what the conversation has all been like. And the backdrop of this, Laporte has been going around giving an address that the highest amount of money ever given to Ghana was last year, July 2021 to June 2022. Okay. That's about $903 million that has been given. That's the highest amount of money IMF has given to Ghana.
Yeah.
Yet. Well, you might hope brief for them and say that COVID Russia-Ukraine war, and then also what? The money those days is not the same money because money depreciates obviously. 1,000 Ghana cedis yesterday is not the same 1,000 Ghana cedis today. You get that bit. But then again, that is a huge quantum of money. If you went for the bailout in 2015, we're given 918. That's just a little short of what has been given to us within 1 year as a support, not even for bailout. So a lot of money has been given to us, yet this is where we find ourselves. Hey, mismanagement, fine. And somebody says we shouldn't call him competent.
Yeah.
We'll get to that story on Matters Arising. Well, MPP is going to the polls, so hopefully we might have Benefson on the line. He's a pollster, and to just take a look at the potentials of some of these executives along the line, how they will fare. I heard him saying somewhere, Mr. Intim, Stephen Team, and then Asamoah Boateng, and then likely to take the nod for the chairmanship position. And the general secretaryship will have, let's say, Wedu also being in a strong position for that. But in team, don't forget, has gone. This will be his fifth time. It's going for it. So why does he want to go for it for the fifth time? That's another question we'll be asking when he joins us on the phone. Hopefully today. On Infocus. And then here we're going to talk about trashy stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about waste management of Frick. The CEO is going to come, and then the operations director is also going to come, one Isaac, and then Lydia Koko Kwaku. And they are into waste management. So they get a waste products and then turn them into useful products like paper bags, like plastic stuff and all of that. So today, 12th of July, marked World Paper Bag Day, all to get our minds off plastics because of the harm it causes the environment at large. So, advocating or encouraging us to all go in for the paper bags, aside its beautification, how eco-friendly they are. So we're going to have a conversation around that. And I'm not going to spill all the things. Stay on, keep glued to your seats on Stay Alive segment so that we have that wonderful conversation.
World Paper Day, huh? Yesterday was World Population Day, actually.
Yeah, and I hear that India is going to take
over from China
off with 1.4 billion.
What more? Anyway, Indians, all the best. China took a cue and decided that there's a cutoff of childbirth. You don't go beyond 2 or something like that.
I think 3 or so.
And now they've been able to stabilize. And India, Afa. Continue. All right, so these and many more will be the conversations we're going to have today from now till 9:30. Plus, we have some birthday shout-outs also. In case you know somebody celebrating his birthday today, please let us know. Send the messages to us on WhatsApp line, and then we'll celebrate such persons. Once again, happy Eid al-Adha, happy Mubarak to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Thanks to you, we had a mid-year holiday. The whole year, July is usually the middle of the year, so thank you for giving us a mid-year holiday, and we appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I hope your sacrifices to Allah.
Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele, and I am back with another delicious recipe for you. We're making bean stew, one of my favorites. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm going to start by deboning my mackerel beautifully. I'll also prep some tomatoes, onions, and bakoshito. I'll use half of this onion. I'll blend everything together, pour it into my pot, and allow it cook until there is no water left in it. Now, I blended these tomatoes without any water, but as you can see, it is so watery, so we need to cook it out. Here I have some water going, and I'll be cooking my beans, which I soaked for about 45 minutes to get rid of the gas. Give it a quick stir, no salt. Cover and allow it cook about 75% of the way. Meanwhile, I'll blend together some onion, ginger, garlic, cloves, and anise seed. Add your meat to the pot. To that, add your blended ingredients, all-purpose seasoning, salt to taste. Give it a good stir and allow it cook in its own juices until it is nice and tender. Our meat is nice and ready, so we're going to go ahead and set it aside. And because I soaked my meat in water to get rid of some of the blood, we have a lot of juices even though we didn't add any water.